Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Sir Keir Starmer will meet John Swinney today in his first official engagement since being appointed Prime Minister. He will visit Scotland on a victory lap of the devolved nations, followed by Northern Ireland and Wales tomorrow. In what is being badged as an immediate reset of the government's relationship with the four corners of the UK, Sir Keir has pledged to prioritise meaningful cooperation centred on respect. The Prime Minister said, "People across the United Kingdom are bound by shared beliefs. Fundamental values of respect, service, and community, which define us as a great nation. And that begins today with an immediate reset of my government's approach to working with the First and Deputy First Ministers, because meaningful cooperation centred on respect will be key to delivering change across our United Kingdom. Together, we can begin the work to rebuild our country with a resolute focus on serving working people once again." In an early sign that collaborative working has begun, new Health Secretary Wes Streeting yesterday called Holyrood counterpart Neil Gray to discuss the NHS, as well as drug and alcohol and smoking and vape policy. Mr. Gray wrote on X, "I look forward to collaborating with him over the coming years." Speaking ahead of Sir Keir's visit, Anas Sarwar said the Prime Minister understands and cares for Scotland and will work in the national interest with the First Minister. He also said the election had turned Scotland's politics on its head as he pledged to forge a path away from independence. The Scottish Labour leader said the country now had serious politicians to deliver for all Scots, regardless of their views on separation. He said the SNP's wipeout in Scotland, paired with the collapse of the Conservative vote in England, had ushered in a new era of politics guided by public service over self-interest. Speaking in East Renfrewshire yesterday, where Labour's Blair McDougall ousted the SNP's Kirsten Oswald, Mr. Sarwar said, "This has turned Scotland's politics on its head. I think there's a seismic shift now in Scottish politics, where so often the politics, particularly of the SNP and the Tories, was rooted in that divisive language about whether we were yes or no and trying to entrench Scotland into camps. I think that has completely shifted now." He added, "The politics of fear and division is in retreat and the politics of hope and unity is on the rise." Although Mr. Sarwar refused to be drawn on whether the independence cause was dead, he said, "This election was not about independence. It wasn't about the Constitution. It was about delivering change for people across the country, and I very deliberately in the past 3 years I've been in this job said that I am not going to turn my back on anybody in Scotland. I say directly to people who may have supported the SNP in the past and who may even think about supporting independence at some point in the future, but who have supported Labour in this election, thank you for that support. Thank you for putting your trust in us, and we will get to work straight away to deliver change for Scotland from a UK Labour government. But we also now redouble our efforts to advocate for that change in 2026. Because the harsh reality is this, whether you are yes or no, whether you will leave or remain, you are still impacted by the cost of living crisis. You are still impacted by a chaotic Tory government." Mr. Sarwar added, "You will still positively be impacted by a UK Labour government building for Scotland, but you're also negatively impacted by an SNP government that has left so many languishing on NHS waiting lists." Click here to visit the Scotland homepage for the latest news and sport.